In order to find the Holy Grail, the quest from a divine being. After many days and many miles, they reached a wizard who would change their quest forever.
King of the Britons, and I demand that you tell us the location of the Holy Grail.
King Arthur, your knowledge of European history is less than satisfactory. Your average DBQ score is a 1, and you cannot properly represent continuity and change in your essay. Because of this, I will transport you and your party to the 19th century to experience firsthand the conditions.
You wizard, stop with your curses and tell us the location of the Grail.
Where did that evil wizard transport us? This place is dirtier than a pigsty.
You, peasant, tell us where we are.
What do you mean? We're in Paris.
I should have known this was the home of the French, those disgusting creatures.
What's wrong with the French? Our homes are lovely. See? Here's mine. See? Look how roomy. Plenty of room for me, my wife, and the 9 kids we have for some reason.
This is your house? My room in Camelot was bigger than this.
This room is about the size of the one we kept Lancelot in. Where do we use the bathroom?
Cut.
Oh, you know, sometimes over here, sometimes over there. Wherever.
Haven't you heard? They're trying to give us larger houses, the city planners are. They apparently even have new machines where you can use the bathroom and the water flushes the waste away.
That sounds ridiculous. Almost, in fact, like witchcraft.
You think that's ridiculous? I heard some important people talking about animals so small that you can't see them that give us disease. Some guy named Pasteur said that an idea like that is just plain stupid. Everyone knows disease comes from smells and an angry god.
Ha! Soon they'll be telling us not to put wells near cesspits, despite the obvious disadvantages of the design.
You know, you may like their new redesign they've been doing on the other side of town. George Haussmann is trying to stop the overcrowding problem.
Interesting idea. Let's go see him and see if he knows anything about the Holy Grail.
I like your progress with the city, Houseman. It looks so clean without all those dirty commoners around.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
And Houseman,
Yes?
take that down. No one will come to Paris to see that.
Over my guillotine body.
How dare you say such things?
Yes, good. And make sure the streets are wide enough. I wouldn't want those filthy peasants barricading them. And who are you?
I'm Arthur, King of the Britons. These are my knights.
What do you want? I'm a very busy man and I don't have much time to chat with Englishmen.
We're on a quest for the Holy Grail, and we've also been wondering about your redesign of the city.
Oh, Oh, that. Well, you see, I'm going to install some better sewers here, widen the roads here, and build some government building here, and
What are you planning on doing with the peasants?
that's the beauty of it. We kick them out of the city, we put them these things called suburbs, and they're really just like apartment blocks, but peasants think they're getting decent housing. Paris will be much cleaner.
Ingenious.
Yes, it's a marvel. But we were wondering where you could find the Holy Grail. We've been told that you might know where it is.
The Holy Grail? Yeah, I think it was back in the factory district. Maybe one of the workers knows where it is.
Okay then, thank you. Knights to the factory district.
Who were they?
I don't know, some English types looking for the Holy Grail. I sent them to the factory district where they belong.
Huh, the English? They are only good for pollution, factories, and oppressing the Irish.
This is so stupid.
Warm up.
This is stupid.
It's a nice day, Frank.
So cold.
Cold, wet, miserable.
So cold. Perfect. Reminds me of the hood. Oh,
How's the family, Lancelot?
Oh, doing pretty good. Yeah, only 4 out of the 7 died from the plague.
Oh, nice. And you, baby?
I'm alive.
What about the 5 children? And the wife?
You know, once we get done with this, I really need to send a letter to my mom and let her know where we are. Whoa. You there, I'm Arthur, King of the Britons, and I demand that you tell us the location of the Holy Grail.
I would watch your tongue around these parts, Monsieur King of the Britons. We are all equals here, and I will not have you use that depressive tone towards me.
I'm sorry for the condescending tone, but my compatriots and I are on a quest for the Holy Grail.
Holy Grail! Yet another manufactured good made by the proletariat for the benefit of the bourgeois. This is exactly why I joined the First International, to prevent capitalists like you from oppressing a silent majority.
We don't really care about any of this.
You don't care! Positivity is just as good as oppression in my eyes,
We just
Monsieur.
want-
Okay, I'm done with this. Attack!
Oh God! Now we see the violence inherent in the system. Help! I'm being repressed.
Oh yeah.
Oh crap, the cops! Run! Glad we made it away from those freaks. What is this place? The sign says,
It says here, this is Castle Anthrax.
yes. I was about to say that. Hopefully whoever's inside can help us on our quest.
As I was saying, we need to broaden our message of women's suffrage to a wider audience. Oh, who is at the door? Are they here for the meeting? Are you here for the meeting?
Meeting?
The first meeting of the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies, French division, of course. We're fighting using liberal tactics for an increased representation of women in politics and for more power in society as a whole. Yes.
Rights for women? Out of all the upside down silliness of this strange world, this must take the cake.
We really do not appreciate being talked down upon like that. Women for years have been seen as lesser members of society, being controlled by their husbands in every aspect of life. Our pay is much less than that of men, and we are expected to have husbands to support us. Many of us have been forced to turn to prostitution in order to support ourselves. Under those conditions, I do not see how equality is unreasonable.
Equal rights for women? Next thing you know, Jews will have rights in this world.
While the Jewish community has recently become much less discriminated against in many major countries. You intolerant fools are almost as backwards as the Russians.
Well, she got
If
us.
the Russians are so much like us, and the only sane people in this strange world, we'll go to them and see if they know anything about the Holy Grail. Come, knights, to Russia.
So true.
Knights, to Russia.
Pigs.
Not so fun when it's you.
Turtle.
Hello, sir. I'm Arthur, King of the Britons.
You're interrupting my studies.
On rocks?
Not just on rocks, but on the age of the entire Earth itself. My findings suggest it may be much older than you may think.
Why does all of this matter?
Science is everything! Practical science has made many advancements recently, such as the study of thermodynamics allowing increased steam engines! Even Zola in France with his realistic literature has taken inspiration from it.
Russia, sir. Can you please direct us to it?
It's over there somewhere. If you reach the ocean, you've gone too far.
Could you be a little more specific?
Your studies on rocks. What have they told you?
More like, what haven't they told me? I've studied dozens of minerals, volcanoes, and even figured out why earthquakes happen.
Everybody already knows that. It's because of an angry god punishing the wicked.
You know you can use sheep's bladders to prevent it.
That's not real science. That's a farce, a remnant of the Dark Ages.
Real science? Only a witch would claim that. Why don't you tell me more about your real science, Warlock?
Surely you've heard of Darwin's theory of evolution.
Evolution? That sounds like some form of dark magic, like necromancy or Judaism or filming in portrait mode.
No!
No. It's almost like some things are continuous and some things change. Oh my god.
Wait, who are you?
I'm the new Lancelot.
Okay.
I...
Well, it is almost Russian.
Do you think this is Russia?
Well, we haven't reached the ocean yet, so I think so.
Yes, I am Father Capon, and you have reached the motherland of Russia. If you are with the forces of the Tsar, you must leave immediately or face death.
What is a Tsar?
Ah, I must have known it. From the lack of education and obvious filth all over you. You are simply members of the peasantry. We are working to improve conditions for you everywhere, no matter your homeland.
Revolution? I thought you were a man of God.
That I am, but I cannot stand idly by as my fellow countrymen are repressed by this brutal regime. We must take matters into our own hands and end it by being equally brutal towards it until we gain the power.
If you are a man of God, where do we find the Holy Grail?
Ah, that I know. You must go that way until you can no longer feel the oppression of the bourgeoisie. Good luck, comrades. I hope you find what you seek.
Alrighty, knights, let's go.
You there, I'm Arthur, King of the Britons. We seek the Holy Grail. Are you the guardian of the Grail?
That I am. But before you take possession of this Grail, you must know that it is more powerful and beautiful than you could ever imagine. You may wish to shield your eyes.
Aren't you Karl Marx, the fellow all those lunatics talked about in the poor district? Shouldn't you be older?
Yes, that I should be. But, my child, you must realize, true communism never ages, because it is the perfect system with no flaws whatsoever.
Tell that to Venezuela.
Quiet! Anyway, to receive the Grail, you must answer 3 questions. Fail, and you'll be sentenced to eternal exploitation by the capitalists.
Wait, so 3 questions total or 3 questions each?
3 questions each, so that way everyone contributes equally in the spirit of communism.
Tell that to Stalin.
Shut up! You there. You go first. What is your name?
Sir Bedivere of Camelot.
And your quest?
I seek the Holy Grail.
Alright, and the final question, the hardest of them all. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Very well then. And you,
Get some.
what's your name?
I'm Sir Lancelot of Camelot.
And what is your quest?
Get some.
I seek the Holy Grail.
And finally, what is the name of the socialist uprising in France that sought to overthrow the National Assembly?
The Paris Commune, of course.
Correct. And finally, you, what is your name?
I'm Arthur, King of the Britons.
What's your quest?
I seek the Grail.
And of course, what is your favorite color?
Red?
Correct. And with that, I can now present you with the Grail. It's been here the whole time. The Communist Manifesto. Rise, my children. Do well with it. You too, Sir Bedivere.